Hello and welcome to Scale Car Garage. I'm sure you remember this piece of scenery that was created by Frank-Peter Van de Goor, and it is a piece of art, and it's time to get it on our track. And there are a couple of things to consider. I mean, my goodness, it looks so good, and I really want it to be the focal point of at least a good part of our track. And anyway, I'm bluthering. So let's get started getting this piece of scenery on our track here at Scale Car Garage. Now, I thought before we start moving this piece of scenery around and, heaven forbid, damaging it in any way, shape, or form, we should just do something very straightforward, which is measure it. There's an idea, so that we can then think about spots that would work on our track. So let's do that first with a piece of paper, a high-tech pencil, high-tech, and of course, tape measure, just in case you didn't know what these things were. To be honest, sometimes I forget. Okay, so, one thing I can't forget, glasses. So, all right, so let's take width measurement. Now, we're not going to assume that this is square, I guess even on each side, although I'm sure it is. So let's do proper measuring, please. So let's draw a little schematic, perhaps, of our piece, just a rectangle, like so. Okay, and let's get some bars in here for measurement, and this will be the garage side, and this will be the, we'll call it the flower side. There we go. Okay, so we have all of the measurements that we need, and I'm sure it's equal on each side, but let's just make sure. So let's do the width of the garage side here, and we have a width of 4 inches. Okay. Yes, we're using imperial measurement for our Commonwealth friends. Let's do the length in front here, and we have a length of 18 inches. Okay. It's 18, 1, 8. I think that was the size of the Stonehenge monument in, well, you know the movie. All right, and let's take the flower side, and it is, let's see, bang on 4 inches. Okay. All right, so here are the dimensions. 18 inches long and 4 inches wide. And it is bang on 18 inches at the front, 18 inches on the back, 4 inches on the garage side, and 4 inches on the flower side. So let's take a look at where this might look great on our track. All right, so here we are at the Tracy Park section of our track. By the way, if you need a track tour, I'll leave a link to the track tour that I did of our home track, so you can take a look at it. It was done a wee while ago, but track layout hasn't changed. There have been a few minor things. I digress. Anyway, we're looking at the area where I made an attempt to build a farmhouse, and by comparison to what Frank-Peter did, there's no comparison. So perhaps it's time to renovate that house. So this is the corner I'm looking at, and now that we have our dimensions, and of course our tape measure, let's just put the tape measure here for a moment, have our dimensions, we know that it's 18 inches long and 4 inches in width. So let's take a quick measurement here. Glasses again. And I'm sure the 4 inches is perfect. Oh my gosh, yes, 4 inches, no problem at all. To the back. Okay, and 18 inches. Okay, so that yes, we'll have to renovate this house or move some things around. That's for sure. Or maybe take this plastic Carrera. I have a plastic Carrera border over there that is sort of one of these, one of the roundy ones, you know, sort of ends off the border. I think if I remove that, we have 18 inches in length. And let's check that out here. Let's do that like so. Push across, 18 inches would be to here. We'd only have to take out a little piece of scenery, move some things around. Yes. Yes. All right. So I think we know where this wonderful piece of scenery will live. Okay, so first step is to remove the old scenery, I guess, strategically. Now, nothing on that we're going to remove is permanently. Well, that's not true. It is kind of semi-permanent. You know, the grass is permanent. You'll see what I mean. Things will move off. So let's get to making space for this wonderful piece of scenery here. And we've got our schematic. I'll just put that over here. And here we go. I can reach over and lift off our house here. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's nothing like Frank-Peter did. So let's just put this over here for now. All right. I think if we remove this area right here, I am going to move my little thing. I'm just going to move some scenery here so I don't knock it over. There we go. So here, so I can reach over properly. And we will have to move this horse. Perhaps, I don't know, do horses and cows eat together? Well, they do now. So let's just put this little horse over here for now, if it'll stand up. Let's see here. Yeah. So far, so good. That works. And there's our shepherd. Now, if we can remove this piece of scenery here. Ah, look at that. I think we can. So let's take a knife and cut this right there. An X-Acto knife would probably do the trick. Just cut through here like so. Let's see if I can lift this up a wee bit. Ah, yes, I did put this on cardboard. It's very easy to. Now, considering that these, see, even the pylons are loose, which makes the racing a wee bit more fun because you literally really do knock things off. And it's, oh, like that. Okay, I thought I could do it without hurting the livestock, but obviously not. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get this off like so. And perhaps I can. Let's do this. And we're almost there. Let's see, because this is just cardboard, styrofoam, and grass cover. That's all this is. It's really, really quite simple. Let's try that. All right. Ah, here we go. And there we go here. All right. Well, we lost some livestock, but I think we're going to be okay. Here we go. There we go. Now, all right. so. Oh, sorry about that. I really did knock over all the livestock, didn't I? Oh, there's more. There we go. Okay, I gotta cut it across here like so. And try not to cut the backdrop. That's always important. All right. Shall we do this? Let's put this down over here. I can rip it by, here we go. And success. Here we go. All right. Good. All right. We'll just leave that for now. Okay. So we have this piece of scenery removed. The idea now is to move everything this way. And there we go. Move that forward. Oh, wow. Okay, and remember we have to take out that curvy bit. Let's see how easily that will come out. All right. Let's see, I don't think it's going to be easy. No, it's probably in the, ooh. Yeah, that's not going to be easy at all, is it? No. Well, tape measure here, we need 18 inches. So, 18 inches from there would be right, oh, boy, that would be nice. That would be nice. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this. This should come out without an issue. There we go, like so. There we go. So let's take a look at this scenery here. Okay. Now the wires will have to be routed properly. Let's see how this looks. Just a little test fit here. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Okay. Keep the wires safe. Slide it along here. Oh, how's that looking? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad. And if we want to keep the same sort of house, I need to build another house. And look at this. If I get rid of it right here, it should fit absolutely perfectly. Whoa. Okay. You know what? I think what we might do is, so if we remove this like so, actually, let's try something else here. Let's not include our old stomping ground there. Let's just put that like that. And where is that other piece of scenery? Oh yes, of course. So, I think that makes a lot more sense. And then we can see that back. Yes. So let's cut the scenery right here. All right. Now, why didn't I think of this before? Scissors. Okay. Let's cut this here. Ah, yes. This might work just perfectly. Go. Move this to the side over here. There we go. Scissors. Oh, I have to get everybody standing up here again. Sorry, folks. Entirely my fault. Yes. Oh, okay. We've got to do a little bit of working. No, we don't actually. It's not that. We can separate this a little bit. It'll slide right underneath, I think. Let's see if we can do that. Right. And make that fit in like a lock and key. There we go. And there we go. Oh, wait a minute. This is just too easy, folks. Will you look at this? This is really cool.
Okay.
Let's see how this... Oh, we have some things to fill in and so forth, but... Wow. Wow. Okay. So the next step is, of course, we have to, clean up where that road comes out. You can see that right there. We're going to tidy that up, and we're also going to put something that's protective, because when we run in the opposite direction, cars kind of hang their tail out there, and I think, well, a stone wall would be a really good idea. So let's use what we've got. Anyway, I digress, but let's measure to see how much wire we need under the track, and let's do that right now. Underneath, let's do it diagonally. We'll need at least, let's be generous and say at least 4 feet of wire. Okay, so we need 4 feet of wire. We'll go back to the workbench and see if we can find 4 feet of wire. Okay, so here we are at the workbench, and got my trusty tape measure. I actually have, believe it or not, I lucked out. I measured this, and it is, wait for it, 4 feet long. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, huh? How about that? So there's red, and we'll cut an equal length of green wire to go under the track to give power to our wonderful piece of scenery. Let's just keep going here. Pardon the singing. There we go. Almost there. Keep going, keep going. So we have equal amount of wire. And here we are. And let's just take some snips and go snip. There we go. And here are our 2 lengths of 4-foot wire. So extra wire there. And here are our positive and negative wire. Wonderful. Okay, so that has to be fed. Actually, we have to make some sort of connection first between this and the scenery. But let's reuse these stone walls. That's and honestly, I can't really remember how I adhered them to this piece of scenery. And as you can see, it's not really elaborate, which I guess is good and not good. But let's see how. Oh, this was just laid on there. That's really kind of cute, actually. Okay. See if this. Ooh, I think I really stuck this on. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Let's see if I can unstick it. I just need one corner. Actually, well, let's take it all off, because this is all going to be. Here we go. Wow, I really stuck it on. Okay. Of course. There's the adhesive here, and this is the artist's adhesive that I've talked about before. That's going to take some. Oh, hang on. Let's take a putty knife here. See if we can get this off. Yeah, we're going to redo this too, I think. Okay, there we go. And let's see if I can take this off here. There we go. Should come off. Right. Okay. There we go. And pretty much is off, okay? Yay. Let's see if I can get this come off like so here. And all this is a piece of styrofoam. That's all it is. All right. That might look, oh, right, this is an end piece, so it could go this way as well. Oh, that could work as well. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I think that this might be what we need. This might be what we need. Well, let's go give it a try. Now, I understand it may not be absolutely accurate for the Stavelot corner, but I really want to protect those hay bales that Frank-Peter made, because again, in the opposite direction, cars hang their tail out there and those hay bales won't last very long. So I thought nothing like a good old-fashioned stone wall. So let's see if this will work. Let's put on the track right now, see if it works. Okay, so you can see that the wires are there, which of course will go underneath the building, but let's just see if this will give us the kind of look and oh! How about that, folks? How about that? That will protect, yes. Put it right up against the hay bales, like so. Of course, the wires won't be there. I think we have a winner. Yes. Of course, may have to weather the stone a little bit to bring it into line with the wonderful work of that piece of scenery. So the next step is to put the wires under the track. Oh, sorry, no, I digress. We should hook up some sort of, create some sort of connection device for the wires and for the wiring in the house, and then we'll put the wires under the track. So let's devise some sort of connection. All right, so what I've done is looked in my spares box and found a male and female clip. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder this end with the two holes in onto the wires of the scenery, and this I will solder onto the wires that will plug into the scenery and under the track and to the power source. So I think that's what we're going to do. So the first step here is, well, let's strip the wires. So we'll strip the wires for each here. Go. There we go here. Do-do-do. And we'll give ourselves a little bit of a, okay, just, there we go, there's one. And there's two. Okay, so these wires are stripped. And you know what, I'm going to even these off. Like so. And then strip these like so. And over here. So before we bring the scenery piece over to wire in the plug, let's do this soldering first. Let's put these to the side. Oh, of course we have to take our two pieces of wire here. We have green and red. All right, so let's take some flux. Dip the wire in some flux. Dip this wire into some flux, like so. And I'm going to try and just do it together like this. Make sure we got lots and lots of flux here on both of these wires. There we go. All right. And they should be nice and clean. Okay. Now, I'm going to tin this wire a little bit. Let's see if I've got, oh yeah, we have some heat. Let's tin this wire here. Got some nice solder on there, that's good. And then let's tin this wire here. There we go. So we have 2 tinned wires. Let's see if we can get these to solder together nicely, I hope. A little bit of flux, and a little bit of flux. And let's solder these guys together. That seems to have worked. All right. A little bit of solder on the tip, not much, just a wee bit. Here we go. And let's solder this. That's a nice solder joint. There we go. Ready to go. Okay, so we're going to be really careful. Bring over the piece of scenery and solder over the plug to the scenery. As you can see, we're going to be really, really careful. I took a look, and Frank-Peter, you're amazing, because he gave wires that were already tinned, so they're ready for soldering. So let's just tin these wires then, as we should. Let's tin both of them. A little bit of solder on our tip there, and there we go. 2 nicely tinned wires. So now let's put some flux on this wire here, and some flux on this wire here. Hold them together, and we have a solder joint, I hope, very soon. There we go, like so. Oh, come on, one on top of the other, please. Lovely, okay, that should do it. A little bit of, and we can solder that like so. I think, there we go. Now all we have to do is insulate these wires, as we do for the red and the green plug-in wires, and we'll be all set. Okay, now the challenging bit. We have to get the wire to power the lights for the scenery piece. Let's just call it what it is. The wonderful work of art that is that building. How about that? And we have to get it under the track so we can see where the piece is going to be. And we actually have to somehow get it underneath the track to this area here where we have our blue 3-wheeled truck and so forth. So how are we going to do that? Well, the first step is we have to clear away some of this scenery stuff, so you know where it goes. Whoops, I think I knocked a dog down. Okay, let's move this. Oh dear. Go around here. That's okay. We will get it we'll all get it back together. Don't worry. Take this down, and I think we're good there. So we're going to use a piece of piano wire. You could use a wire coat hanger. Do they still make wire coat? Do they make still coat hangers out of wire? It's plastic and wood. Anyway, you know, got lots of piano wire around, and they're in very long lengths, and lo and behold, it should do it. So the first step is to very carefully, without disrupting very much, try and see if I can slide this wonderful piece of, oh, see, I'm already hitting something that's probably this piece of track here. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, I can see it going through, I can see it going through. And let's see, oh, right. There is probably, something there. There it is, we've got it. Success. I don't know if you can see it, but here, it's tough to see, but I'll move it. There we go. We've got it. The next step is to secure the wire that we made with the plug. Tape that to that end of the piano wire and carefully pull it through. So let's secure that right now. I've got the wire. Now remember, the plug is going to be plugged into the scenery piece, so that doesn't have to go into the track, but all this wire does. So we have to secure both ends of this. See the red and the green. I'm going to secure this to the piano wire. I have scissors to cut the tape. And what am I going to use to secure it? Hockey tape. I think the biggest challenge will be taking it off. Putting it on will be easy. Taking it off will be a challenge. So let's see if this will work. Tape. Okay, I can see. Oh, there's the piano wire there. Right. So let's take some tape. Fairly good length here, I think. Yeah. All right. And let's hope that I actually score with this. All right. Take a pretty good length here. You can always make it shorter. Okay, so we have our length of tape. Let's take our 2 pieces of wire here and secure them together, like so. Okay, and let's be generous here. Make sure that this goes all the way around. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see, as I'm wrapping this around, wrapping it together. Okay. Okay, now we have a length of tape that I have to secure to the piano wire. All right, let's see how this will go here. Okay, there's the piano wire here. Okay. All right, let's secure it up. See what happens. All right, let's give it a. All right, let's give it a try. Might have to lift the track a wee bit. Okay. So far, so good. So right there. Nice and easy. Here we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I think I have to lift the track a little bit again. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I can see it coming over here now. Lift the track a wee bit again. Okay. So far, so good. Whoops. Straighten that out. Take your time. Remember, whether making a model or putting. There we go. Our wires are through. Here we go. Perfect. Now I may have cut more than I needed, which is fine. You know, always good to have more than not enough. Well, look at this. Okay. Now I got to take this tape off. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Okay. Let's. I'll be back when it's off. All right. So here is this masterpiece of scenery, and we have the plug that we've connected to the 2 wires right here, as you can see. And now what we're going to do is we're going to plug this into the wire that we just put under the track, and then make sure that the wire it can't be seen and it fits properly and so forth, and then fit the piece of scenery to the track with that little bit of stone wall that I talked about for this corner, because yeah, I mean these hay bales are great, but as I said, when we run the track in the opposite direction, cars can tend to hang the back end out there, and to be honest, I don't want to damage this, so we'll put a good sturdy stone wall. I know it's not accurate, but well, you know, we'll forgo a little accuracy for a lot of protection. So here we go. What I'm going to do first is put this piece of scenery there. I'm going to snap this in, make sure that the wires are. Let me just pull the wires some more here. Make sure that they are okay. There we go. And make sure I'm putting it in the correct way. Okay, is that, I think, is it? Yes. Here we go. As you can see, I'm snapping it in, and it should fit. There we go. Snapped. There we go. We have a nice attachment there. I'm going to pull the wires here a little more, take a little more of the slack out from underneath the track. Okay, now, very, very carefully, I'm going to put these wires behind here. I think that's a good spot for them there. See if that will go behind, like so. There we go. There we go, like that. And let's put the scenery in place. There we go. Absolutely wonderful. Wow. Okay. We have our stone wall that I know, well, it's going to hopefully protect those wonderful hay bales. Now, all right, so let's test our lights. I have an adapter here. This is kind of a cool adapter. I use this for testing different things, lights and so forth. The really neat thing about this is that it actually has an adjustable output for direct current from, let's see, from 3 volts all the way to 12 volts. So let's set this to 12 and we'll plug it in. All right, let's plug this in. And there are a whole bunch of different kinds of attachments, but let's use the, this is a traditional 9-volt attachment. All right, so here are the 2 wires. Let's see if it lights up. All right. Look at that. It lights up. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh, well, as you can see, it'll go very well with, I don't know if you can see these lights light up in the park. But wow, look at that. Wonderful. Put the lights back on here. Wonderful. I am so, so pleased. Thank you all for helping me place this on the track. As you can see, it looks spectacular. And I really, really appreciate the work that went into it, and just the sentiment that it is attached to it, and I'm blubbering because I'm overwhelmed at how wonderful this all is. I thank each and every one of you for watching, for commenting, for subscribing. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me here at Scale Car Garage. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe.